Okay, I'm going to try and find the real zeros, okay, the exact zeros for this function. I'm going to use long division to do it. What I've already done is figured out what my possible whole number zeros are, and I've got them here, and you can pause and take a minute to agree with me. But I know that these are the possible whole number or rational zeros. So I'm basically, at this point, I'm going to go ahead and graph. And I can see from my graph that definitely -1 is a zero. There's a number here that, 1.414, I kind of know what that is, but that's an approximate value. I'm going to try and find the exact value, but I know that -1 is a zero. So if I go back here, I know that -1 is a zero, which means that 0 is going to be x plus 1. So I can use that as one of my factors and use that to divide into my function. So I can put in, I believe it's x squared here, so that's going to be x cubed plus x squared. That's nice, that goes away. I'm going to go ahead and pull down both of these, -2x minus 2, and I believe minus 2 is going to work, -2x minus 2, and I get a 0. So now I know that x plus 1 times x squared minus 2, are two factors of the function, and x squared minus 2, all right? So I know from here that x equals -1 is a solution, and now x squared minus 2 equals 0, so I can do the x squared equals 2, and remember we did this before, take the square roots of both sides, but remember there's a positive and a negative. So therefore, I know that x plus 1 is a factor, x minus the square root of 2 is a factor, and x plus the square root of 2 is a factor. And from that, I now know that my zeros are -1, root 2, and a negative root 2.